There are rumors, whispers of controller desecration warriors, console warriors. You must stand strong against the forces of evil because they seek to defile the sacred controller, obliterate the sacred disc. We embrace the pain of the disc. It's part of us. It's part of the creed of the original console warriors. We will not fall. We will destroy the console cowards. Defilers, you will be destroyed. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Guys, I do that stuff for my daughter. She really likes it. So I put on stuff to make her laugh, and then as soon as I'm done with it, I come over and film. And I was reminding myself of the great warrior, promos and the pose downs that he used to do. Man, what a run that guy had. Let me tell you guys, listen, I have a pet peeve, and I know we all have pet peeves as gamers. And one of my biggest ones is changing the controller on consoles, especially the original consoles, right? People would say, "Oh, the 2600 joystick, it's just too hard. It's really tough on my hands." Is it tough on your hands, princess? You want to put a little ball on it? You want to put a little ball? You want to change the controller? Why don't you just put on a dress and start walking down the street so you can talk to all your other? Jesus Christ! What kind of control cuckery is this? Guys, if you are a true console warrior, a true retro warrior, you know that is part of the experience. The pain we went through, especially with the Intellivision. The Intellivision, you had to embrace this disc. This is pre-D-pad, right? This was the D-pad prototype, right? This is like, oh my gosh, they're like, what are you doing here? I remember the first time I saw it, well, what am I gonna do? A disc? I remember looking at the Montgomery Ward catalog, and other catalogs and looking at these pictures and going, man, how would you? Right? Because all I had played is arcade discs. Everything, arcade sticks, everything else was foreign to me. And then when I finally held it in my hand at my friend's house, I was like, wow, this is different, right? And it was, like you're going like this, like that. It's part of the experience. That controller is part of the experience. If you are not playing the console with its original controller, guys, you're not getting the original experience. In my point of view, you should just emulate it. Forget about it. Don't buy anything. Don't just emulate it. Be like that other idiot talking about, I know that the games are trash because I emulate them. No, you can play the games, but you're not going to get the full experience. You don't know what everybody else is talking about. You don't know the pains, right? All those controllers that we had to deal with back in the day, they were part of the gaming experience and part of the enjoyment, and at least for me, part of the nostalgia. Right now, guys, I'm telling you, this is my favorite controller, period. My favorite controller, hands down. Why? Because everything else is the same. You tell me the difference. What's the huge difference between a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox controller? The buttons, they have different letters. The joysticks are the same, they're just different places. The base configuration for me for button controllers is both of them at level, right? Like the Wii U had them, right? Like my Steam Deck has them. That's the way I prefer to play. But you can switch them up, they have different types of controllers, whatever. But back in the day, the controllers made the console. Whether you're talking about ColecoVision and all, man, those are massive controls. I was gonna get them out of storage, but if I do, my wife's gonna get pissed because I make such a mess and then I don't put it back because I ran out of time. Right? I'm so busy, even making this video. I filmed the first part after playing with the baby. Then I come in here quick into this room, thinking about, okay, I'll have this on my mind. So I just don't have the time to make a big production. But this has always been a pet peeve of mine. And I know, right? I know, look, they're your consoles. You can do whatever you want. Look, but I'm telling you, if you know, it makes no sense. Okay, can you imagine trying to play a GameCube game with an Xbox controller? It's sacrilege. And it's the same thing with these consoles, right? I want to put a little ball in it because it hurts my handy. I'm going to put a little joystick here. It's too hard. It's too hard to move it this way. That's what I hear. That's what real gamers hear. That's what you sound like when you want to change these controllers because I can't. No, it hurts. It hurts a little bit when I go like, man, the 2600, the Intellivision back in the day. Which button do I push? I think it's number 3. Where's the overlay at? I lost it. Oh man. Losing, whenever they give you a new game and they didn't have the overlays, it's just like trial and error. Well, what number? There was no internet. You had to phone a friend. Like, hey, do you have this game? No. Okay, let's trial and error. Start pressing buttons. But the disc is an integral part of what was the Intellivision. That's what made it different. That's what made it intriguing. Not only that it had better graphics, right? But the controllers are part of the experience, guys. They are. They are. Right? If you really want to experience what these consoles are like, you have to play them with their original controllers. And most of my audience is younger than me, right? And guys, if you're in your 30s, you're young to me. Okay. But yeah, you're not getting the same experience, right? And it's just like I made that analogy. I mean, you can play a GameCube game with any controller you want, but is it the same experience? No, it's not. And it's the same thing with these retro consoles, because the experience was actually trying to do it with that controller. This is where we started. This is where we go. And if you really want comfort, just emulate it. Don't destroy your consoles. Don't devalue them. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, retro gamers, old school guys like me, will nod and go, oh, yeah, what? But in the back of our mind, we're thinking, dude, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? It's like putting ice on beer. You don't. All right, humans, those are my thoughts, man. I mean, it's just a pet peeve. It's personal, but I know a lot of guys feel this way, but they don't say it because, a lot of products come out and you want to be nice and this, that, and the other. You know what? Don't mess around with controllers. Don't do yourself a favor. Enjoy the pain. Embrace the pain. Make it part of your experience. And know that when you're putting this stuff on your controllers, a lot of retro guys are looking at you going, it smells like bitch. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.